We're focusing on your greenside shots, and you've told us that the main issue is directional control. You're hitting the ball both to the right and to the left of target inconsistently. The direction of our shots is mainly influenced by the face alignment at impact, so this is what we need to focus on in your golf swing. First, we need to ascertain whether the face alignment issue is an independent issue or whether it's being caused by another part of the golf swing, which would be the swing path. And that is the direction of the club head as it moves through impact. Now we have a very simple setup using two tees that will first act as a test to ascertain what our swing path is, but then secondly act as a practice station so we can learn and work on having a neutral path through impact. We start by putting a tee just behind the ball by about 1 club head width, and then a second tee about a club head width ahead of the ball. What you'll also notice is that these tees are positioned just outside of our target line. The idea is that if you have a neutral swing path, you will be able to hit shots without disturbing either of the tees. However, an out to in swing path will knock over the first tee, and an in to out swing path will knock over the second. So if you're hitting the first tee, you need to mainly focus on the backswing and the downswing, ensuring they stay to the inside of that tee. On the other hand, if you hit the second tee away, you need to mainly focus on the follow-through, and the feeling will be you're trying to get the club head to move to the left after impact, keeping it inside of that tee. When you're able to hit shots without disturbing either of the tees, we know you have a neutral swing path through impact, and you may find that you're now hitting shots on target, which means we've found the solution. It was simply to get a more neutral path. However, if the shots are still going right and left, we know that the club face is still an issue. And to fix this, we're going to look at the wrist action throughout the swing. If we take the right hand as the reference, and we look at the relationship between it and the club face, if we rotate the hand to the right and to the left, the face opens and closes. So if we're doing this throughout the golf swing, we're going to have a very inconsistent club face, and that means we're going to rely on timing to get it back to square. However, if we simply hinge the right wrist back and forward, what you'll notice is that that keeps the face square to the path. This means that with a wrist action that keeps the face square to the path, if you have control over the swing path, you'll have control over the club face, and this means you'll have control of the ball flight. So using our setup with the tees, we have two things to focus on. The first would be making sure we're hitting the ball without clipping either of the tees. And the second will be we're making sure that our right hand isn't rolling backwards and forwards, opening and closing the face. We're simply allowing the wrists to hinge straight back and straight forward. And this is what keeps the face square to the path. If we can do both of these things, we will be hitting the ball consistently on line.